The group of about a dozen protesters stood outside of the facility for several hours this afternoon.
Shut them down! Shut them down!
When a U.S. Department of Agriculture report cited a research lab in Fort Collins for animal welfare violations,
Oh, golly.
Sheila Green thought of her own dogs.
Yes, I have 2 Boston Terriers. Yeah, crazier than a sack of rats. But you know, what would we do without them? You know, there's a reason dog is God spelled backwards.
So Green asked others to join her outside Red Beast Enterprises, also known as High Quality Research. The lab specializes in testing veterinary drugs and treatment for pets.
It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. The fact that it's 3 miles from my house is just mind-blowing. It breaks my heart.
Dr. Alcachenna with PETA says one of their undercover investigators took these pictures inside the lab after the lab hired her.
And while she was there, she documented the care, or rather the lack of care.
PETA says they took their 7-month investigation to the USDA, who then did their own work. The USDA report mentions a couple dozen cases of delayed or undocumented treatments for cats and dogs. It mentions torn caging material, food contaminated with fecal matter, and contaminated with shavings used for bedding.
They need someone to speak for them, and that's what we're here trying to do.
Thank you so much for organizing this.
Green and this group's message is clear.
Shut them down!
In Fort Collins, Amanda Gilbert,
Shut them down!
9 News.
The president for Red Beast Enterprises shared a statement saying the company inspects the chain link gates in the dog enclosures several times a week. They say they've swapped food bowls, and they're also implementing a heartworm prevention protocol. He said their latest USDA report, dated April 30th, came back with no citations.